Hello, everyone. Ari Bluestein here, the CEO and executive producer of the Sports Fanbase Network, and welcome to another edition of SFBN Classics. And today, we go back a few years to the 3A city title, the District 12 city title, on the gridiron between the Imhotep Charter Panthers and the Archbishop Wood Vikings. Now, Archbishop Wood had dominated the 3A level for a number of years, and Imhotep moved up from 2A to 3A. So that created this city title showdown, and this was a thriller, and it was really the first time that Archbishop Wood under Steve Devlin had suffered a setback and did not get to the States. Enjoy the game. You're watching the Sports Fanbase Network, presented by Payroll Service Solutions.
And we welcome you inside the broadcast booth here at Charles Martin Stadium with Jeremy Treatment. I'm Mike Samsel. It is a pleasure to have you along with us. Jeremy, since September, the anticipation has been building to this matchup. Wood and Imhotep. Would it happen? Could it happen? Well, it's finally here.
I don't think anybody on their schedule, and either one of their schedule, can knock them off. So I think it was going to happen no matter what. Wood versus Imhotep. A lot of people wanted to see this game. You said since September. I think Imhotep's waiting for this game since the end of last November when they got knocked off 40-32 in a very close game. So I think Imhotep's been waiting for this moment, and Wood's waiting for this moment too. They're 1-2 in the state of Pennsylvania.
Well, so often we fall into the trap of only talking about offensive football. Well, the defense for Imhotep, they've surrendered just 8 points since, October. An unbelievable defensive unit.
Well, they got 7 Division I prospects on that defensive, the whole secondary, the front, and the linebackers. Al Crosby has been telling me throughout the year this is his best defense. It's his best overall team. They've got their most depth. They got Division I players all over the place. He thinks he can compete with anyone in the state, including Archbishop Wood today. Guess we're going to find out. But Shaka Tony, a great linebacker, he's the key on that defense. They're unbelievable.
Well, this tough defensive unit is going to face probably the best quarterback they've seen all year, and that's Anthony Russo.
We got a pro-style offensive player, 6'4", 215, going to Rutgers. This guy can sling the ball. Mark Webb's been the recipient of a lot of his touchdowns this year. He's got 32. They were a running team last year with Jared McClintock, which led them to their 3rd championship in 4 years. This year they're a passing attack, and there's nobody like Archbishop Wood's passing attack.
Well, Imhotep wants to knock them off and make sure they don't get championship number 4 this season. Imhotep and Archbishop Wood is coming up here on the Sports Fanbase Network. And we are underway early on in this one. And it's a loose football off the kickoff that is recovered by Imhotep. And the Panthers will go on offense first, as it was a bit of a squib kick from Dan Zanin, and it gave this Imhotep team some trouble.
Imhotep anxious to get going here, Mike, and set a tone here. They got a very big offensive line. One of the big guys up front, number 70, Yasir Durant, 6'7", 328-pounder. He's on the right side. Major Division I prospect. They'll run his side a lot.
On 1st down and 10, it's a shotgun formation. Low snap. And taken down all the way back to the 15-yard line is Nasir Boykin.
Nasir Boykin has set records this year for the team for most touchdowns in a season, as has running back Mike Walters as a running back for career as a rushing touchdown.
Max Schwartz, the sack. All the way back to the 18-yard line. It sets up a 2nd down and 18 for the Panthers.
Max Schwartz, 6'4", 220, two-way player. He's committed to Navy. He's also a baseball star for Archbishop Wood.
2nd down and 18. It's a pistol formation. Slot to the right for Boykin. Delayed handoff. And not much room that time for Tyleek Rayner.
First
Line
one in the
closed
tackle was
nicely.
Sebastian Silva in on the tackle there, Mike. Wood lining up with 5 on the line, 8 in the box. But Imhotep, don't let them fool you. They can throw over the top as well. If they see Imhotep, Wood rather, stacking the line like that.
3rd down and 16. Stacked receivers to the top of your screen. Boykin comes out in the shotgun. Screen left, and it's blown up. What a play by Mark Webb on the outside.
Well, Mark Webb's their offensive star with all those touchdown catches this year. He has an offer from Penn State to play wide receiver, but he's out there on the flat. They are so well scouted. You could just tell that they watched film. They were ready for that play.
It's 3 and out. And Imhotep loses 14 yards on their first drive.
Great defensive series from Wood. Imhotep's led in 7 points or 12 points over the last 9 games, and Archbishop Wood's defense is right there too. These two teams have dominated their schedules.
Amir Brown punts this one away, and a fair catch called for and made at the 39-yard line by Raheem Blackshirt. And Archbishop Wood in this very potent offense, led by quarterback Anthony Russo, will start in Imhotep territory.
You know, Mike, I got a chance to talk to Anthony Russo. I wrote an article about him for Liberty City Press, and he was talking about his array of wide receivers he has this year. Last year was a running attack. Jared McClintock had all those touchdowns, led him to a state championship. He's at Villanova now. This year, Russo, as a senior, has more responsibilities as a passer and as a leader.
Sean Thompson, the lone setback slot to either side on 1st and 10. And it's Thompson with the carry. Just a little dive and a couple of yards before Shaka Tony comes up with a stop. They'll call it 3, and it sets up a 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, in our brief pregame, I talked about Shaka Tony. He's headed to Penn State. He leads the team in tackles. You see Durant, number 7. He plays both ways. Big, imposing left defensive end.
Flags litter the field, and there's 12 on the field for Imhotep.
Boy, that's a mistake you don't want to see. Al Crosby's team had a ton of mistakes in this game a year ago. They were down huge at halftime. They cut it down, and at the very end cut it to 42-34. And I'll tell you, if that game went another quarter, I think Imhotep may have been able to pull it out.
Right.
But it took them a whole half to get adjusted to Archbishop Wood, and they had 7 penalties in the first half of this game a year ago. Last year, Wood won this game. Imhotep has not got by this game. It's our 2nd time playing in it.
Russo looks deep, got a man, touchdown, Mark Webb. We spotlighted him in the pregame, and somehow he gets behind the Imhotep secondary, and Wood strikes first.
Well, they got 4 very fast guys defending the 4 wide receivers, but Webb's your best guy, and you want to be on him, but in the one-on-one coverage, he's going to get by anybody, even Imhotep's fleet defenders back there. Boykin was one of the defenders back there. Also back there, Mike Waters, who goes 2 ways. Really nice thrown ball by Russo. He's the top quarterback in the Philadelphia area this year. 32 touchdowns, 2,164 yards.
Zanine's extra point is right down the middle and good. And just like that, it's 7-0 Archbishop Wood. That is the first touchdown, the first point that anyone has scored on Imhotep since October 16th against Dobbins, a game they won 56-8. Since then, they have not surrendered a single point until that drive.
That's incredible. Imhotep's defense is that good, but you're playing a college-level team in Archbishop Wood, and quite frankly, Imhotep's a college-level team. Both these teams have 8 to 15 Division I prospects on it, at least Division I AA. And Division II players. A lot of guys are going to go to college and play football. For Imhotep, only 3 are committed, but they have a ton more that will commit this year and some of their juniors for next year. Their best all-around player is Nasir Upshur, who's going to Florida State. He'll be playing tight end. You'll see a lot of him today wearing number 8.
Zanine set to boot this one away. Mike Waters is the lone receiver back deep for Imhotep, standing inside his own 10.
Field position so important, Mike, and already Wood's defense got the ball for them, for the offense, in great field position. Something Imhotep's got to be very careful about.
Short kick angled toward the sideline and fielded at the 23. Only across the 25 to the 26 for Justin Harris before Wood swarms him. Boy, this place is packed. Charles Martin Stadium in Northeast Philadelphia. The Archbishop Wood side is absolutely shoulder to shoulder.
Well, sure, they get huge crowds there. They're a big Catholic school with a big tradition. Imhotep, a program that's only been around 10, 11 years. Andre Noble, the basketball coach and athletic director over there, doing a great job. And Al Crosby came over. He was an assistant coach at West Catholic, came over 3 or 4 years ago, got Imhotep charter established right away. A lot of kids in the city. It's a charter school. They're free to go there if they can get in admissions-wise and academics-wise. And they've been coming over, and they've built a program very, very quickly.
There's a flag down on the play. Before the snap, it's a false start on Imhotep. And you talked about, this Imhotep team kind of imploded early last year, and it let Archbishop Wood get out to a big lead. You don't want to have that happen again.
If you're Imhotep, that's exactly what you're thinking. They've been here before. The last 3 years, they've had incredible records, incredible seasons, steamrolled everybody. They got blown out in a couple of state semifinals, and then they got blown out by Archbishop Wood. I think this is the year they feel they've turned a corner. But if they don't get by, it won't be because of them. It'll be because Archbishop Wood is just that good. I believe the winner of this game is the best team in the state of Pennsylvania. I really believe that.
Boykin gives it off on the right side and up to the 25-yard line as Mike Waters on the carry. Give him 3, and it will set up a 2nd down and 12. This is a high-paced, high-octane offense for Imhotep. But with that said, they are certainly not built for 3rd down and long. They want to have it 3rd down and 4 or less.
Well, they haven't had too many 3rd down and longs all year long, quite honestly. They took care of a very good Simon Gratz team that we saw earlier in the first game of the season. They beat all the teams in the public league rather easy. They went down to Maryland and blew out St. Francis, a top 10 team in the state of Maryland. As you see, Waters scrambling here for yardage.
Yeah, only able to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1, and it sets up exactly what you don't want if you're an Imhotep fan. 3rd down and long, it's 3rd down and 11.
Anthony Diodato, 6'4", 250-pound defensive end. Can also fill in a linebacker, filled in the gap right there and brought down the ball carrier. They didn't go to Waters on their first series. He's their leading rusher. He set the all-time mark for touchdowns. He's been the backup running back in each of the last 2 years, the starter in each of the last 2 years. Both committed to Arizona, both got hurt, and Waters has emerged as the man.
Boykin on 3rd down, drops back, pumps, looks downfield, nothing there. Now he takes off, makes a man miss, has a 1st down and more. Boykin slides down across the 40 to the 42-yard line, and Imhotep has their first fresh set of downs on the day.
Real nice play by Boykin. Nothing there, so he had the middle of the field, and he ran with it against Steve Devlin's defense right there. Is there a flag on the play? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it looks like there is.
Oh, boy. They've taken away Imhotep's first really good play on offense.
It's all the way back at the 34-yard line. Waiting on the official signal from head referee Dan White.
Al Crosby arguing over that far sideline, not happy with this call.
It is a hold on Imhotep. Officials today, Dan White, head referee, the umpire, Dan McKeever, and linesman Robert Hamilton, Ace McCrary, the line judge, the side judge Joe Kelly, the field judge Bill Chiavarelli, and Andy Venango is the back judge.
Well, Boykin shows what can happen. I mean, you got your running back covered coming out of the backfield. All the receivers were covered. The middle of the field was open. Look how they spread it right here.
Bunch 4 to the left as Boykin drops. Throws to the right. Got a man wide open. And down the sideline is Upshur. 1 man to beat. He's inside the 20 with 1st down.
There's a reason he has 67 or more offers for Major Division I. He is one of the best tight ends in the entire country. Is there another flag?
There's another flag.
Oh,
this
brother.
one is at the Archbishop Wood 44-yard line. So it looks like the 1st down at least would still count if this one goes against Imhotep.
I see Archbishop Wood coaches indicating it's against them, but I'm not sure what the penalty is. But you can see Upshur. He can run so fast. He's so big. Tough to stop. You got to almost play zone with him because nobody can guard him man-to-man.
See Al Crosby on the sideline fuming at whatever the call is. It's a personal foul on Imhotep, but it looked like they called it after the play was over.
Well, that would give him the first down.
Head referee Dan White, he's a good one, giving an explanation right now as to what the penalty is. So if it's after the play, they'll mark off 15 from the 19-yard line. So this will put the football at the 33. And it's first down and 10 deep into Archbishop Wood territory for the Panthers. Under 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 Wood leads, but Imhotep driving. A couple of tough penalties against the Panthers have held them up this drive. I formation, twin receivers. It's a handoff. And nothing doing for Waters. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defensive line of Archbishop Wood that time. 5-man front, they did the job. Again, Diodato making a nice play. Also up there was number 19, Matt Palmer. You got Webb and Schwartz playing in linebacker and secondary spots. Another key guy is number 31, Dan Freeman, who's had a nice year. 5'11", 185-pound junior. He's a corner. Another corner to watch is Gianni Cruel. He's guarding man-to-man right now. Nasir Lewis, who's made some big catches this year for Imhotep, on the left side of your screen.
2nd and 11. Handoff. Waters looks for a block. Gets the corner. Waters first down and more. Inside the 20, and he's taken out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16-yard line, and it's a first down for the Panthers.
Real nice drive right here from Imhotep. Even though they have the 2 penalties, they had the big play called back, the run by the quarterback. They're still able to show some resolve, keep the drive moving. They can throw the football, they can run the football, they can run to the outside, they can run up the middle. They got an offensive line that can play with the defensive line of Archbishop Wood. Look at big number 58 up there, Jameer Johnson, 6'5", 270-pound.
Boykin split backs. And inside the 15 with the carry is Rayner.
Well, Rayner has been hurt most of the year, committed to Arizona. Waters has kind of surpassed him as the number 1 man, but he's the real high major recruit.
Right.
He had an unbelievable year last year, got hurt, and Waters took over again. And and I'm sorry, Mike, they had another running back go to Arizona also from the year before. The name escapes me, but they really have it going on here at Imhotep. They are attracting top city talent at this school.
2nd down and 7. Just about 5 minutes remain here in the first quarter. 7-0 Wood leads. Boykin in a shotgun, slot to either side. Rayner on his right hip. Boykin to the air. Looks for the end zone, and that one well out of the back of the end zone and incomplete.
Good press coverage there.
Intended for Nasir Lewis.
Yeah, it was Cruel on Lewis. They were just on the left side. I was just talking about him. They moved Lewis over to the right side. Cruel did a nice job there staying with them. But again, they're isolating one-on-one matchup. You got to like your chances. You can possibly get a penalty or get the catch.
3rd down and 8. 4:59 to play here in quarter number 1. Imhotep looking for their first scoring drive after their first drive, not only going 3 and out, but losing 14 yards. This one has been a lot better, but they don't want it to come up fruitless.
It'll be interesting, Mike, to see if they go for a field goal here or go for it on 4th down if this play does not get the first.
Boykin in the eye. Hands it off right side. And Rayner is short of the sticks. They'll mark him at the 10. He needed the 7 for a first down, so it sets up a 4th down and 3.
Looks like they're going for it here, Mike. And I think that was Al Crosby's design, why he ran on 3rd down.
And
he knew they were going for it on 4th.
They'll do it quickly with Boykin under center. Now he'll look toward the sideline and Al Crosby to get the right play. Now he's just going to walk over to the sideline, and Imhotep will take a timeout. 4:25 to play here in the first quarter. Our score, Archbishop Wood 7 and Imhotep nothing. You're watching the Sports Fanbase Network presented by Payroll Service Solutions.
Hi, I'm Tommy Green, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. When I was in high school, it was very important to me to show scouts what I could do. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you're a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866.
4:25 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0. Archbishop Wood in front over Imhotep with Jeremy Treatment. I'm Mike Samsel. Pleasure to have you along with us. It's a big 4th down and 3 for the Panthers. They come out with all their receivers stacked to the top of your screen. The lone setback is Rayner. Boykin swarmed and sacked.
Ryan Barrett, number 23, first one in there, along with number 2, Mike Devlin. Wow, real nice play. They had the heat on.
Yeah, the blitz came, and it was perfectly timed from the Wood defense, and Imhotep with a great drive, but they come away with nothing. And it's 1st down and 10. Archbishop Wood takes over on offense. And now Imhotep needs that stout defense to stand up and get a stop. Mark Webb is at the top of your screen, matched up one-on-one with Prince Smith. Russo looks right side, and it's caught. Across the 25 and up to the 27-yard line with the reception is Gianni Krull.
Krull, another two-way player. He had the underbelly route that time. As Webb went long, he turned in for the down and out.
He'll gain about 6 on the play. Maybe 7, 2nd down and 3, they'll call it. Russo in the shotgun.
Boy, Prince Smith has a tough job going one-on-one against Webb. He'll have some safety help.
Option handoff up the middle, and trying to pinball his way close to the sticks is Thompson. It'll depend on the spot.
Yeah, I think he's short.
They say it's a 1st down.
And again, I could be wrong.
And so Archbishop Wood has a fresh set of downs with 3:50 to play here in the first quarter, my apologies. 7-0 Wood in front. Screen right. And that one caught up at the 35-yard line, but no room after that for Webb.
But they're good 1st down plays, Mike. You're getting 4, 5, 6, 7 yards at a time, and that's a lot different than 1, 2, 3 yards at a time.
2nd down and 5, 3:24 in the first quarter. Slot to either side of your screen. Mark Webb at the bottom, one-on-one with Smith. Russo hands it off up the middle. Easy 1st down that time up to the 44-yard line for Thompson. And another fresh set of downs for Archbishop Wood. They are moving the football with ease right now on this tough Imhotep defense.
Boy, Smith and Webb are really having a battle. They've been pushing each other. Smith has come up for some man-to-man press coverage, and Webb's not liking it. He's pushing him out of the way.
Russo to throw. Fade this side looking for Webb and too tight to the sideline. And Smith lets him know it as he walks past.
Good D that time by Smith of Imhotep.
It sets up a 2nd down and 10. And you don't see many incompletions from number 13 in black.
As of right now, he's staying with his commitment to Rutgers. Of course, a lot of turmoil with the Rutgers program this year, but he wants to go there and help lead a turnaround for Rutgers.
2nd down and 10. Slot to either side once more. In motion is Blackshear. Russo to throw. Pressure comes, and it's caught. Thompson, 1st down into Imhotep territory to the 45.
Well, Isheem Young really laid some lumber, but that's after the fact, after they got a 1st down. Boy, they have a really well-set offensive plays with lots of really intricate plays, and this time it was the 4th receiver, the 4th check down, and that's hard to stop when you're going to your 4th option.
Yeah, the offensive line providing a lot of time right now for Anthony Russo.
I keep looking at that big number 64, Kurt Stengel, 6'4", 260-pound, two-way lineman. He's also committed to Navy, Mike. He's doing a heck of a job up on that offensive line. Imhotep, this is probably their first game of the year. They can't get to the quarterback.
Option, and up the middle, Thompson again. Breaks a couple of tackles and has a first down on the positive side of the 30.
Real nice run by Sean Thompson.
Hasheem Young comes up with a stop, but again, Thompson running through the arm tackles. You're not going to be able to bring him down like that today.
I agree. Second level tackling for Imhotep, probably the first or second time all year that's happened.
From the 29-yard line, it's first down and 10. Just about 100 seconds remain here in the first quarter. It's a shotgun once more. Slot receivers to either side. Thompson remains the lone setback and gets the handoff and dives forward to the 26. In the teeth of the defense for Imhotep is Upshur, the defensive tackle. Standout tight end, but also a pretty good defensive tackle in his own right.
Jalen Denby is one of the big defensive linemen, 6 feet, 365 pounds. How about that for his line? Number 52 for Imhotep. You can see him out there lining up. I'll tell you, Sean Thompson runs with a low center of gravity. He's tough to stop. He runs with like a lightning bolt, but he's low to the ground. He's tough to stop.
Second down and 6. Russo directing traffic. Puts 14 Blackshear, slot to the right. And now play whistle down. Archbishop Wood does not like the lineup, and so they take a timeout. Just under a minute remains here in the first quarter. It's 7-0. Archbishop Wood in front, and they are driving. This matchup at times can be unkind to the public league team going against the Catholic League team, but right now, we talked about this Imhotep team, one of the top teams in the state. And, hey, once you get to this time of the year, there are no easy matchups.
No easy matchups, but I don't think this is a typical Catholic League program with the experience and the resources and the years advancement. Imhotep has caught up to what anybody has, resource-wise, coaching-wise.
Slot to either side. It's a screen left off the hands of Thompson and incomplete. Thompson was taken down late. Archbishop Wood wanted a flag. They won't get it.
I'll tell you, that was Shaka Tony, number 7, who jumped in and got into the sight of the intended receiver and caused him not to be able to catch the football. Really nice play by Shaka Tony.
So it's third down and 6. A big play here for the Panthers.
Yeah, Devlin called a timeout to set up that screen. It got disrupted by Shaka Tony, middle linebacker.
Russo comes out in the shotgun. A running back on either hip, Thompson and Blackshear. Now Blackshear makes it trips right. It's a low snap. Thompson has to pick up the football, and he's swarmed and taken down. I wonder if that was supposed to be a direct snap to Blackshear, and it just came out a little bit too low. And now it's fourth down and 6.
Well, they're definitely in 4-down territory. And with their offense and all their weapons, they're definitely going to throw the football right here.
30 seconds remains here in the first quarter.
Now, Coach Devlin wants to use the clock for the final play of the first quarter on this play.
Split backs, slot top of your screen. Now it's trips to the top of the screen. Russo floats deep. Incomplete. Great coverage that time from Prince Smith on Mark Webb, and it's a turnover on downs. The Panthers get the football back.
Prince Smith isn't the most known player on Imhotep's team, but today he's the most important because he's covering Mark Webb, the number 1 receiving threat in the state of Pennsylvania, at least here in southeastern Pennsylvania. He's doing a good job so far.
8 seconds to play here in the first quarter, and Imhotep will take over on offense with Nasir Boykin. They had a really nice drive last time, but just couldn't quite finish it off with any points.
But they gained confidence. Last year it took till halftime to really get adjusted. I think right now they've got a couple stops. They've moved the football. They've made some mistakes, but I think they can feel they can play with Wood. They know Wood's really good, and I think they feel they're in the same level or better.
Nasir Upshur, the Florida State commit, is at the bottom of your screen, one-on-one. Boykin hands it off up the middle. Bouncing off a couple of tacklers is Tyleek Rayner, and it'll depend on the spot. He's awful close to the sticks. And the final play of quarter number 1 is a first down for Imhotep. We've played 12 minutes. Archbishop Wood 7, Imhotep nothing here in the AAA District 12 Championship. You're watching the Sports Fan Base Network presented by Payroll Service Solutions.
Hi, I'm Marty Bystrom, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. In my experience in Major League Baseball, I know how important it is for high school athletes to gain exposure. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you are a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAYS.
Start of the second quarter, Archbishop Wood leads 7-0 over Imhotep. With Jeremy Treatment, I'm Mike Samsel. Pleasure to have you along with us, along with our entire Sports Fan Base Network crew. For Imhotep, it's 1st and 10 at their own 36. They'll come out in an I formation, 3 receivers slot this side. Boykin hands it off in a big hole this time, and a gain of 5 for Rayner. Tyleek Rayner, you talked about it, he had some injury problems this season, but what a time to get him back.
Yeah, they got him back late in the year. He missed a good portion of the year, ankle problems, same thing as last year. He's very quick and elusive. He has that Arizona commitment all locked up. He's got a bright future in the Pac-10.
Handoff, but nothing this time for Rayner. Swarm defensively, led by 44.
Deodato again.
Deodato, yeah.
So he's also doing a nice job up there. It's Ryan Barrett. That was the second partial tackle he's had. Sebastian Silva's also playing well in this game for Archbishop Wood. He's up there. Their left defensive end is Max Schwartz, a baseball star on this team as well. He's going to Navy to play football.
Third and 6, Boykin the throw downfield, and a little bit too far out of the reach of Nasir Upshur. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 6 for Imhotep, and the Panthers will boot this one away.
Well, I was wondering, is this going to be a high-scoring game like last year, or are these two great defenses going to hold each other? I still think there's going to be about 7 touchdowns in all scored by both teams.
Oh, yeah, there'll be offense.
Yeah, but right now the defenses, I think, are playing better than the offense. Both offenses.
Amir Brown to punt. He gets away a high spiraling kick. And it's Blackshear on the return. Nearly broke it into the open field. They'll mark him at the 47-yard line, and it's 1st down and 10 for Archbishop Wood.
That's a great punt return for Blackshear. He steps up into the seam, says, I'm not going to let this bounce. I'm not going to fair catch it. If I can get by this first guy, and I think I can because my gunner is taking care of their gunner, I'm going to accelerate through the middle of the field. It was a tough, low catch, and then he just accelerated. He was caught from behind. Good thing he didn't fumble.
Good field position for Archbishop Wood at their own 47, 1st down and 10. Keep an eye top of your screen. The number 1 target is Mark Webb, one-on-one with Prince Smith. Slot to either side for Russo. And he'll give it up the middle. And swallowed up in the teeth of the defense that time is Blackshear.
Good play by that Imhotep front. 4-man front, the rotating players up there.
2nd down and 9, clock runs as we tick near 10 minutes.
Jordan McRae up there was part of that tackle last time for the Panthers. Panthers have won 4 of 6 Public League Boys Basketball Championships.
Russo in the shotgun, trips to the right. Russo drops, goes down the middle. What a grab! James Gillespie with one of the best catches you'll see at any level. That's got to be our play of the game.
I don't know how he caught that. I thought it was 5 feet behind him.
It was.
Russo made a rare bad pass. Gillespie somehow reached back and made the catch.
That's tonight's Stoll Agency play of the game. Stoll Bonds and Insurance specializes in the construction business industry. For all your bonding and construction insurance needs, please go to their website, stollagency.com. 1st and 10 from the 31. It's an I formation. It's Thompson, the up back. And he'll get a couple. Jordan McCray comes up with a stop for Imhotep after a gain of 2. And it sets up a 2nd down and 10. We're going to have to put our producer Josh Bellman to work tonight. Hashtag SC Top 10. 2nd down, and they'll call it 6 for the Vikings.
Archbishop Wood and Imhotep are one of the few teams in the Catholic League and the Public League respectively that can have different personnel packages.
Russo hands it off to Blackshear. Football comes loose. There's a scrum for it at the 30-yard line. Imhotep says they have it, and they do. The Panthers come up with the turnover.
I don't know if it was Russo or Blackshear. I think it was Blackshear who lost it in that pile. And Imhotep, they jumped on right away. They spread the offense out. The middle was wide open. They went for the handoff with 5 receivers out, 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Tried to run in the middle field, but Blackshear forgot the football.
That part always helps.
I credit the Imhotep defense for not only forcing the fumble, but recovering it.
Boykin in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Slot to the bottom of your screen. Boykin the throw. He drops back and comes short. Incomplete. Off the hands of Justin Harris, who ran a short curl route. And Archbishop Wood was trying to pick up the rebound after it bounced off of Harris's chest.
Yeah, not sure I would have thrown that one. That was a dangerous pass. It had to be absolute pinpoint perfect to make that catch and turn and face upfield. And his body was contorted against going up the field. So I think that was a dangerous pass.
Waters, the running back, on 2nd and 10. Boykin lines up under center, and it's Waters with a little room to the 34. They'll give him 4 on the carry, and it sets up a 3rd down and 6, 8 minutes and 26 seconds before halftime.
That's the kind of first down carry you want. You want at least 3, hopefully 4, and really hopefully 5, but you put 4 to 5 on a first down carry, sets you up in a good position to get a first down. I like the mix between Rayner and Waters. Rayner a little shiftier, a little smaller. Waters a little more solid. Halfback, more of an east-west guy.
3rd down and 6. It's an I formation once more. The dangerous tight end Upshur is out to the left. Boykin hands it off this time. Trying to keep the legs churning, but only getting back to the line of scrimmage is Tyleek Rayner. And it will set up a 4th down and long for Imhotep. This Archbishop Wood defense is playing spectacular football. And again, Imhotep will have to punt.
They're really good, Mike. There's nothing else I can say. They are just a really good defensive unit. So far, the best I've seen in PA this year. Now, maybe by the end of the game, I'll say Imhotep's is better. They're both really good. But Wood's front, they're not being moved off the ball at all.
Brown gets into this one, high spiraling punt that Blackshear will return from his 32 across the 40. Midfield, makes a man miss. Tiptoes the sideline, and he's out of bounds in Imhotep territory.
Last year in this game, Mike, Jared McClintock, 4 touchdowns against Imhotep. They couldn't stop him. This year, Blackshear is running all over the place. Special teams, receiver, running back. He does have the fumble. But you can see that team speed, as fast as Imhotep is, they're having trouble with Blackshear.
Football set at the 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for Archbishop Wood. They lead 7-0. 3 receivers, top of your screen. Thompson, the lone setback, and a flag comes in. That one from the back judge. Are they going to call delay or timeout? They'll say it's timeout, but they charge the timeout to Imhotep. Interesting. Surprised Imhotep would take the timeout to prevent an Archbishop Wood penalty. So 7:04 to play here in the first half. And that'll give us a chance to reset what we've seen. And what we've seen is exactly what we expected, Jeremy. A heavyweight brawl and a big play to Mark Webb.
You got it. We've seen everything we thought we were going to come. Webb with that really nice catch down the right sideline early in the game. The defense has been outstanding for both sides. Very impressive.
It'll be interesting to see how Imhotep can counter on the offensive end because they can't really get their skill guys out into any space.
Well,
They've gotten Nasir Upshur behind the defense a few times, but that's about it.
Well, they're a quick striking team. I mean, I don't think they're worried about that because of all the points they've scored this year. They've averaged over 35 a game.
Right.
And they did that against some good teams. They scored 34 points against these guys last year. They know they're capable of scoring. They know they will score. I can't imagine this is going to be a 14-7 game. I still think it's going to be a 31-25 type of a game. But who knows? Very interesting so far to see them go up against each other.
Russo screen right, but flag before the play. Blackshear was hit on the outside. I think the referees are going to let that one slide with just a warning. But Shakatoni probably not going to pass up a free hit on a player for Archbishop Wood as it's a false start.
Yeah, it definitely was a false start. They were aligned incorrectly, and somebody moved as well. This is what Imhotep wants to see. They want to see them rattle the defending champs. Most people feel the winner of this game will go on to win a 3A state championship, become nationally ranked, finish #1 in the state of Pennsylvania. That remains to be seen, but
would certainly be hard to argue.
Hey, I mean, the team that wins this could finish 15-0 and win it all. Even when Woods won their state championships, they had losses during the year. This year, they don't have a loss.
Trips to the right for Russo. It's a delayed handoff, and Blackshear has nowhere to go.
Great tackle. And Wood beat LaSalle, the team you broadcast earlier today over Simon Gratz.
Yeah.
Wood has a giant win over LaSalle this year.
Mike Waters led the charge for Imhotep that time. And it sets up a 2nd down and 17 following the penalty and the loss of 2. 6:38 to play here in the first half. Coming up will be the Pennsylvania National Guard halftime report. For more information about how to attend college tuition-free, full-time, and serving the Army National Guard part-time, contact Tyrone Mickens, Master Sergeant at 215-880-3409. Sweep to Blackshear. Nothing.
Wow.
Absolutely nothing. Imhotep.
Andre Mintz, #9, filling in that gap from the left defensive end spot. Really nice play. Upshur also in on the play.
Imhotep is not giving Archbishop Wood any space on the ground. And it's 3rd down and 17. I think it might be safe to say keep an eye on Mark Webb this play.
Webb, Blackshear, Devlin, Gillespie. They got a lot of weapons. But
Webb is this side, one-on-one with Smith. Russo drops. Pressure comes. Steps up. Goes down. Back at midfield, it's Shakatoni with the sack.
Imhotep has a lot to be happy about right now. Their defense is coming up with huge plays behind the scrimmage tackles. Loss of yards. 4th down, I think they're going to send in the punting team.
Loss of 4 on the sack. It's 4th and 21. So Archbishop Wood will presumably punt this one away. Sean Thompson Rugby-style kick, and it is a beauty. Toward the sideline and muffed. Boy, lucky that one out of bounds. It went off the chest of Iseem Young, and so Imhotep will retain possession. The football will be marked at the 15-yard line, and it's first down and 10 for the Panthers with 4:37 to play in the first half.
Yeah, you talked about the punt. I think perhaps a fake was on. If the punter, I think he had the option. If he thought he could run it there, he might have tried to get the 7 or 8 yards. But it was rugby style, ran to a spot, kicked it into the left corner. I think it was a real, and look at the execution. The ball's inside the 15-yard line.
Boykin hands it off, and a big seam up the middle. Riding a defender for a first down across the 30 is Mike Waters. Give him a gain of 20 on the first down carry.
Real strong run that time. The dive, he went right up the middle. Once you got by that initial line of scrimmage, you get into the middle of the field, and it took the secondary to bring him down. He was past the linebackers and the defensive ends. Wood made the early march, but it's been Imhotep playing mano-a-mano with them even ever since.
Boykin in the shotgun. Puts Waters on his right hip this time. Motion from Upshur. Boykin gives to Waters again. And he'll burrow to the 38, a gain of 3.
Running out of the shotgun hasn't been that effective for Imhotep, but running under center has. Wondering if Al Crosby will take note of it. Brett Gordon, former LaSalle and Villanova star and LaSalle assistant coach, where his dad, Drew Gordon, was coaching all those years. He's an assistant here at Imhotep. Mark Schmidt, who led Neshaminy to a couple state titles. He's on the staff at Imhotep.
Yeah, it's certainly a star-studded staff for Imhotep. Boykin to the air once more. Deep down the left sideline. Did he catch it?
I believe he did.
My goodness! What a grab!
The 13?
23, Justin Harris. Man, we've seen a pair of unbelievable grabs.
Again, one-on-one coverage, they spread you out. They find Justin Harris on the left side, and he leaps at the right time. And remember, this is Brett Gordon putting the offense in, a guy who set records at LaSalle and Villanova for his passing. He knows how to set up a passing attack. Put people in space, put people in an opportunity for your quarterback to have one-on-one coverage.
Upshur in motion. Boykin resets in the shotgun. Pumps. Deep downfield. He's got a man. Incomplete, flag down. Intended for Nasir Lewis. Coverage from Gianni Krull. And the referee thinks it's a little bit too much from Krull.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this call, but it looks like they're going to get it. And Imhotep's going to get the ball about half the distance.
So we'll see where they mark off the penalty yardage to.
Or is it just 15 yards? 38
It's pass interference, 15 yards. So it's up to the 22, and it's first down.
Yeah, of course, marked differently than in college and in NFL. Actually, serves as a pretty good play if you think you're going to get beat.
Right, yeah. From the 22-yard line, it's first and 10. Shotgun for Boykin. Waters the lone setback. Boykin to the air once more. Pressure comes. Screen right, and it's set up beautifully. Imhotep is an extra point away from tying it up as it's Amir Brown with the touchdown.
Wide receiver screen. He actually threw it behind him. He slowed down his wide receiver just a little bit. But Brown's so quick. Once he got the ball, he was in space, followed his blockers into the end zone. And I told you, Imhotep's got a lot of strike ability. We're going to start to see some scores here. We could have a 7-7 tie right here.
Or we could have an 8-7 lead.
Wow, they're going to go for the 2 points. Waters actually did some kicking last year.
It's a power eye. How about this? 3 in the backfield. Boykin hands it off up the middle, and
Waters.
good for 2 is Mike Waters. And Imhotep takes the lead 8-7. 2 minutes and change before halftime.
Great first half. I mean, both teams have so much. There's so many good players on offense, defense, special teams. Such good coaching out here. Imhotep did not hang their heads, did not get off to a good start, but they're right in this ballgame. They were out of this game last year, down by 3 touchdowns at halftime. These two teams fairly even. But what a great offensive series as they're able to punch it into the end zone.
2 minutes and 37 seconds remain before halftime. Imhotep on the touchdown pass to Amir Brown. And the 2-point conversion makes it 8-7. The Panthers in front. Isheem Young will kick it away. Jordan Johnson, Raheem Blackshear back deep. It bounces in front of Blackshear, who fields it at the 14. And Blackshear breaks a tackle. Still going across the 40 and down to the 43.
He's special, Mike. He's a difference maker. He's all over the place, but he is one terrific special teams player. I'd stop kicking it to him, quite honestly, if I'm Imhotep.
Can't say that I would blame you.
He's going to run one back. They keep trying him.
From the 43-yard line, it will be first down for Archbishop Wood.
Make no mistake about it, Mike. They're going to try to score here. They're not sitting on a football here, especially with this good field position.
Oh, absolutely not. Thompson and Blackshear, the backs. I formation, twin tight ends. Now Thompson out to the left as well. Pitch left for Blackshear. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jordan McCray. The stop right at the line of scrimmage. It brings up a 2nd down and 10. And this Imhotep defense starting to assert their will against Archbishop Wood.
Yeah, I think they met Wood's initial challenge. Gave up a touchdown early, bad field position early, settling down. They're starting to win their one-on-one battles with the line. They're making the right coverages. They're playing mostly man-to-man against wide receivers, which is not easy to do with safety help.
Under pressure and sacked. Again, it's Jordan McCray. Anthony Russo is going to see him in his sleep tonight.
How about Jordan McCray with 2 fantastic plays defensively, and this could change your play call here on 3rd down. I still think Coach Devlin will be aggressive and maybe go for a screen right here.
It's 3rd down and 23. Surprised Imhotep isn't using their last time out.
That's a good thought there, Mike. I think I would if I were them as well. Because I think Al Crosby and his staff and his team are over the fact that, hey, we're up 8-7 over Wood. I can't believe it. They believe they're going to win this football game, so I'm surprised they weren't more aggressive. Somebody call a timeout now?
Yeah, timeout taken by Archbishop Wood. They want to take some time and think this one over. It'll be 3rd down and 23 on the other side of this timeout with Imhotep up 8-7 here on the Sports Fan Base Network. 8-7 our score. Imhotep up over Archbishop Wood with Jeremy Treatment. I'm Mike Samsel here at Charles Martin Stadium at Northeast High School. It has been a perfect backdrop for a great game so far. Still 61 seconds remain before halftime, and it's 3rd and 23 for Russo. He looks over the middle, has a man, and what a hit! Down short of the first down is Jordan Johnson. It sets up a 4th down and about 5. And wow, how about this? Archbishop Wood going to keep the offense on the field.
Love it. I love the aggressive play call. Maybe they'll try to draw them off sides with a hard count, a change of cadence. They're going to take another timeout.
4th and 6, and their final timeout Archbishop Wood will take. But boy, Jeremy, this is going to bring a huge decision forth for this Archbishop Wood coaching staff right around midfield. on their side of midfield, in fact. At the 47-yard line, it's 4th down and 6. Imhotep still has a timeout, and they have a lot of momentum on their side. It would certainly take a lot of intestinal fortitude to go forward here.
There's more time in the clock. I would agree with you even more. I think because there's only 36 seconds, I think maybe Coach Devlin's going to risk it right here. They haven't been down, so I think he's telling this team a message, hey, I got complete confidence in this offense, and I got confidence in this defense if we don't get it.
Right.
They obviously don't have a kicking game. We're not worried about the kicking game. They got to get in the end zone from 46 yards in 36 seconds and one timeout. I think I could take that risk and see if we can get some points. I think that's what he's thinking.
And it's certainly not a flawed line of thinking. I'm with you. I love the aggressiveness.
I love it too. Me personally, I would probably punt here, to be honest, but I have no problem with him going for it either.
They trust their standout quarterback, Russo. And why not? He's got split backs on 4th and 6. Blackshear goes out slot to the left. Russo to throw. Pressure comes. Loads up. Looks for Blackshear. Incomplete and knocked away. Coverage from Saeem Shaw.
Blackshear actually turned himself into a defensive player. He actually could have caught the football. Russo put enough air for it, let his man make a one-on-one decision, and I think Blackshear thought at first it was going to be intercepted.
Right.
And all of a sudden, the ball was right in his hands. I think he was even surprised. I think he could have actually caught the football. Well, now let's see if the decision backfires, because Imhotep can score. 29 seconds to go.
Keep an eye on Nasir Upshur this drive, the tight end heading for Florida State.
I think they'll go for him long, vertically, right in the middle of the field, right here.
Boykin in the pistol on 1st down. It's a draw up the middle. And just shy of the 1st down is Tyleek Rayner, and Imhotep will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Talk about an aggressive and gutsy call there. I actually love that on the draw because everyone's thinking pass right there.
Well, all the interior linemen are coming right to the quarterback, so that the offensive linemen draw them to the quarterback. The middle's open. You can get a 10, 20-yard gain, call a timeout, and now you can throw it into the end zone. Now you got 3 chances to throw it into the end zone.
It's 2nd down and 1. 8-7. Imhotep in front. And boy, inside that Imhotep huddle right now, Jeremy, there's got to be a lot of confidence.
Oh, yeah, but even if they were down 14-0, I think there could be a lot of confidence. I think they had confidence last year when they were down. I mean, they have steamrolled opponents this year. They are a national power now, as is Archbishop Wood. They both have a lot of confidence. Both coaching staffs have a lot of confidence. Remember, Coach Devlin just chanced us at 4th and 6, thinking his defense could stop him.
Right. Out of the timeout, it'll be 2nd down and 1. A shotgun formation for Boykin. Rayner. Behind him is now Boykin tucks under center. Boykin just tries to take off, but flags litter the field before he does. And it's a false start on the Panthers. So move them back 5.
Bad mistake there. That probably will change the play call here for Crosby. They haven't thrown the ball vertically up the middle of the field very much. Just the Upshur one long pass. Everything else has been to the side.
And Upshur not even on the field right now on 2nd down and 6. To the air goes Boykin. Left side. It's caught. Inside the 20 and down at the 18. It's a 1st down for Justin Harris. Imhotep has to hurry. 13.3 clock halted right now until they reset the chains. Now clock running. Boykin gets everyone set and spikes the football. It'll stop with 8.4 to play here in the 1st half.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have spiked the football. If I was Crosby, I'd be yelling, run the play, run a play. You already had him on the line. You lost 4 or 5 seconds just spiking the ball there. But there is time. There's time for 2 plays to get into the end zone here.
Well, not only time for 2 plays to get into the end zone, but time to get Nasir Upshur back on the field as well.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, stopping the clock gets Upshur in the game. This is his territory, red zone. He's in there. And I think you're right. I think he'll be the #1 threat right here.
He's number 8. At the bottom of your screen, lined up as a tight end. Boykin takes the snap, drops back, looks his way, under pressure, and sacked. And that will be the end of the first half. Great defense by Archbishop Wood, and the first half has come to an end here at Charles Martin Stadium. Boy, what an electric, fun, entertaining first half.
Great football, great players, great coaches, great schemes. Mistake there made by the quarterback. Boykin should have got rid of it real quick. He would have had another play. Just throw it out of bounds, you'll have another play. But easier said than done. A lot easier to say from up here in the broadcast booth than down there on the field when you're just a high school junior. I can't be more impressed with our squad. These are great teams. This is a high-level football.
Certainly is. The AAA District 12 Championship is on the line. Imhotep leads at the half, 8-7 over Archbishop Wood. The Pennsylvania National Guard halftime report is next here on the Sports Fanbase Network.
Hi, I'm Tommy Green, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. When I was in high school, it was very important to me to show scouts what I could do. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you're a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.
Some of the halftime stats: Imhotep with a total of 191 total yards, 140 passing, 51 rushing, -27 via sacks. On the other side for Archbishop Wood, just 112 total yards offensively, 94 of them passing. And you got to give a lot of credit to this Imhotep defense, Jeremy, because Archbishop Wood scored on their first drive and have done nothing since.
Imhotep's been all over them. They've playing mostly man-to-man in coverage. Webb's been taken out of the game by Prince Smith so far after that first touchdown. They have the 4-receiver spread pro-style offense, and they haven't got much. 94 passing yards for a guy like Russo is nothing. This is the first time they've really been tested. They knew it. They knew coming into this game it was going to be a war with Imhotep. It's not like Imhotep's dominating them. It's not like Wood's dominating Imhotep. Both teams are in the game. It's been pretty even. That 2-point conversion I thought was gutsy by Imhotep, and they converted it with that triple look in the backfield, and they were able to score with Waters, and that's the difference of the game right now, that one extra point.
Nasir Boykin, 4 of 7 for 140 yards passing for Imhotep. Russo, 6 of 10, 94 yards. Sacks, Shakatoni and Jordan McCray each have 1. Ryan Barrett has 2. And Max Schwartz has 1 for Archbishop Wood. We kick off the second half next here on the Sports Fanbase Network, presented by Payroll Service Solutions. We're set to start the second half out here at Northeast High School in the Class AAA District 12 Championship game. Archbishop Wood trailing Imhotep by 1, 8-7. With Jeremy Treatment, I'm Mike Samsel, our entire SFBN crew. Happy to have you along with us. Archbishop Wood will have possession to start the second half, and I would not be surprised at all to see Archbishop Wood try and attack Imhotep over the top.
And vice versa with Upshur. But, yeah, I mean, Archbishop Wood's not going away with their bread and butter, which is their passing attack. They have 4 great receivers led by a Penn State possible recruit, and Mark Webb. He's been offered as their top receiver, 10 touchdowns this year. Actually got his 11th tonight.
Isheem Young boots it away. Straight on kick is fielded by Johnson. And Johnson gets across the 25 and down to the 29, but that's about it.
Good special teams play by Imhotep. You want to keep them in 30 yards or less. They started at the 29-yard line. That's much better than starting at their own 42-yard line, which is where Imhotep let Wood start the opening drive, and they went down in 2 plays and scored. Ever since then, their defense has been rock solid. I think both of these offenses are too strong to expect both teams to throw shutouts at each other in the second half.
Right.
I'm looking at 2 more scores for each side, and it may come down to the last play. This is going to be quite a game.
Yeah, so often we see those tight defensive battles in the first half become shootouts in the second half. Russo on first down hands it off. And up to about the 35-yard line, gain of 6, maybe 7 on the carry. for Raheem Blackshear.
Yeah.
He's listed as a wide receiver, but he's been getting the ball on the ground quite a bit today.
Well, he does both for him. He's a dual threat back. I think they felt they needed his speed as a running back. Sean Thompson, I thought, did a nice job, but they have to establish some kind of running game to help the passing game.
2nd down and 3. Blackshear moves to the left hip for Russo. Give to Blackshear, and he's swallowed up in the teeth of the defense. Maybe a yard, but it'll set up 3rd down nonetheless.
Inside counter, they go to Blackshear again. Blackshear with the one fumble. Other than that, he had a great first half.
3rd down and 2. A minute gone here in the 3rd quarter.
Boy, Prince Smith has done a nice job. One-on-one coverage against Webb. That's a tough job.
Yeah, it certainly is. Darkness has swallowed up the sky here in Northeast Philadelphia, fully under the lights now.
I mean, this is no different than Eric Rowe being thrown at Calvin Johnson the other day.
Russo, under pressure, comes short, and it's caught. It's a 1st down across the 40 and up to the 42-yard line. Reception made by Gianni Krull.
Krull, who we've seen a lot on defense, makes a catch here in offense, the underlying route. The lane is taken away as Webb goes long, and that opens up that whole right side for cross routes. And that's really how they've been attacking it. They can't go long and deep like they have for most of the year.
Yeah, well, they sent Webb on a go that side and had Krull come underneath, and that's what was given to him. Inside handoff, Blackshear breaks a couple of tackles and has a 1st down in Imhotep territory to the 42.
Boy, that offensive line doing a great job. Guys up front, number 53, Mike Holsworth with a great block, 6 foot, 255-pound senior. 59, Jason Barish, 6'2", 255-pounder up there, doing a real nice job.
From the 42-yard line of Imhotep, it's 1st and 10. Slot to either side, Webb at the bottom of your screen, one-on-one with Smith. Russo hands it off to Blackshear again, but he's swallowed up and thrown down. Gain to the 40-yard line, so they'll give him 2. But Amin Black led the way for Imhotep after the gain of a pair.
Mike, they're definitely trying to establish a running game, make things a lot more honest. And they're also, I think the other philosophy is we'll take this drive as long as it takes. If we need to go underlying routes, if the deep ball's not there, the 15 to 20-yard play's not there, the big play's not there, we'll take 5 yards every single play if we have to.
Russo drops, slant over the middle, and it's caught. Off a couple of tacklers and inside
Krull.
the 15-yard line is Gianni Krull.
Well, they're making Anthony Russo is taking a lot less time here in the second. If he got sacked a couple times, they're taking the first open guy and getting him the football.
Right.
I think it's a good strategy. It's a good adjustment.
From the 12-yard line, it's 1st down and 10 for Archbishop Wood.
Back on their heels is the Imhotep defense all of a sudden.
Krull and Webb are at the right side of the formation. It's up the middle and nothing doing for Blackshear.
Yeah, but Blackshear being a threat, drawing the defense to him, getting 2-3 yards, establishing some cadence and some rhythm for the offense. It's really helping.
Yeah, it's sucking that middle of the Imhotep defense in because they know Blackshear is a weapon. And then all of a sudden they can get it to those speedy receivers on the outside.
You know, I don't have all the information with the Blackshear-Thompson running combo, and there were some other running backs they had earlier in the year too. But Blackshear is getting the bulk of the carries right now.
Slot to either side for Russo in the shotgun. Puts a man in motion. Russo rolls right. Pressure comes. Fires. It's caught. Inside the 5-yard line
Gillespie.
with the reception is James Gillespie. It'll depend on the spot. He looks like he's a yard short of the 1st down. At least that's the initial signal.
This is a great drive coming out of the halftime for Archbishop Wood. They have just mixed it up. A lot of short passing plays, short running plays, nothing fancy at all.
Now the referee from the far side makes the call and says it is first down and goal for Archbishop Wood. You got to think this is territory for Raheem Blackshear. Getting the play from the sideline is Russo. They haven't run a single formation under center all night, and I don't think we're going to see that change. It's Sean Thompson, the lone setback. Blackshear in motion, option, give to Thompson. And Archbishop Wood is back in front.
Well, that was a super impressive drive. From their own 29-yard line, they go 71 yards very, very, very easily. Very few plays disrupted. Only 1 yard on one play. Every other play got them good yardage.
On to attempt the extra point is Dan Zanin. It will be out of the hold of Adrian Lambert, excuse me. Will hold. No, that's Mike Devlin. I was right the first time. High snap. Devlin gets it down. And it's right down the middle and good. So Archbishop Wood needed an answer to start the second half. And they get one. 14-8. They're in front over Imhotep. And Jeremy, you said the final score of this game, there's not a shot it's going to be 8-7. Well, I think we can agree there's probably not a shot it's going to be 14-8 either.
No, I don't think it'll be 14-8, but it won't be a lack of effort on the defensive sides or a lack of execution. I just think these offenses and these offensive coordinators are mixing things up. Look at the adjustments Archbishop Wood just made. They went to a short passing game. They went to a short running game. They had Blackshear become the main ball carrier. Russo got the football out of his hands very quickly because for the first time all year, the Archbishop Wood line is having trouble holding the defense on the other side. He got sacked 3 times there in the latter parts of the second quarter. They made some adjustments there. Let's see what Imhotep does here.
Zanin's set to boot it away. Mike Waters back deep. Short angled kickoff toward the sideline. At the 25-yard line, Imhotep bounces off a couple of tackles, but only gets a few yards for Justin Harris. And it's first down and 10 for Imhotep at the 28-yard line. Now trailing once more. They trailed 7-0 most of the first half and got it going a little bit in the last part of that first half is really when they found their stride offensively. Would not be surprised to see Nasir Boykin continue the air attack. That has by far been the more effective part of the Imhotep offense. By himself, at the bottom of your screen is Nasir Upshur. On first down, Boykin hands it off.
Boy, it's some great tackling.
Sure is. Forward progress will give Rayner about 2, but that's it.
But I like what Albie Crosby's doing right here. They're trying to establish the running game. You don't have to come out here and throw the football right away. Establish a running game. Let's get a drive going. Let's sustain it. Let's take some time off the clock. Let's let our defense rest. No reason to panic just because they came out and scored on us. Let's see what we can do here with a lot of short yardage plays, offense, running the ball, throwing the ball, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands very quickly.
Second down and 8. Rayner remains the lone setback and gets it once more. He'll get to the 35-yard line this time, 2.5 yards shy of the first down. It's third down and manageable for the Panthers of Imhotep.
Imhotep showed some different looks offensively in the first half, some pro set, some one back, some two back, some I back, some almost wing T type of a look.
Right.
With some inside counters. But make no mistake, they can throw the football. Next to Ben Franklin, they threw for the most yards in the public league this year. Nasir Boykin setting all kinds of records. He's only a junior.
I formation on third down, and officially it's 3. Boykin hands it off on a delay, and I don't think Waters is going to get it. He keeps the legs churning. They spot him at the 37. It's going to be awful close.
And
it
Mike,
looks like it's about 4th and a half a yard.
And Mike, here's a very, very big decision for Albie Crosby right here. I have a feeling he's going to go for it right here. He probably shouldn't, but I have a feeling that he might.
I would go for it here. I think you've got the big guys. You've got a mobile quarterback in Nasir Boykin. You've got a running game that you trust a whole lot with Rayner and Waters.
Mike,
Waters is the deep back on 4th and 1.
He doesn't get it right here. This could be the biggest play of the game.
Boykin in the eye. They give to Waters, and he breaks the tackle and gets it. But breaking up the play in the backfield was 44 Diodato, and he almost forced the turnover on downs.
Well, it wasn't a direct snap. It was a play where they allowed the left guard and left tackle to make a block first. So they were waiting for John Carlo Valentine, another Division I prospect, 6'5", 340-pounder up there. He was able to knock 44 to the ground very quickly and save Mike Waters, who I thought might have been tackled in the backfield for a loss.
From the 40, it's 1st and 10. Boykin rolls right, looks, pressure, steps out of it, and he's actually going to end up gaining a couple. And that's only because Nasir Boykin is an unbelievable athlete. He gains 2, probably should have lost about 5.
I'm not sure how he did that. It looked like he was going down. I'm not sure the Wood defenders know what just happened.
Yeah.
He just gained 2, almost 3 yards on that, and it looked like he had a 3 or 4 yard sack coming his way.
If that happened when you were playing Madden, you'd be mad right now that the game's cheating.
Pretty much.
2nd down and 8. Slot to either side. Boykin in the shotgun. He'll go to the air. Throws short, and it's picked off. Interception made by 31, Dan Freeman. What a play.
That's a huge play. So we have a turnover each on both sides now, and Freeman steps in, and huge interception right there. Tell you what, Imhotep took the chance, went for it, 4th down and 1 inside their own 40, converted, looked like they were going to drive. They're a little shell-shocked right now.
So it's not the turnover on downs. Instead, it's an interception from Nasir Boykin that sets up Archbishop Wood in Imhotep territory at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st down and 10. 4+ minutes remain here in the 3rd quarter. And this is a huge drive right now because if you're Imhotep, you don't want to go down 2 scores. We saw almost a carbon copy of the first half where Archbishop Wood comes out and they march right down the field, drive number 1. What adjustments can Mark Schmidt and his defensive unit make?
Well, we'll see.
Wow. Now Archbishop Wood, following the turnover, has to burn a timeout.
Well, Steve Devlin's calling timeout to talk, simply to talk to the official. I'm not exactly sure. They got the interception. Tell you what, I'm not going to blame the quarterback on the interception either. They got 1-on-1. They got the right play. I think the defender just jumped around and made a really nice play.
Yeah, he absolutely did. It was wonderfully done by Dan Freeman. They were looking to work it to Nasir Upshur. And you mentioned 1-on-1, that's a matchup you want. The only thing you could say is Boykin maybe threw it just a tick far behind, but I'm not going to assign blame on that play. That was a great play.
You're just looking at a defensive player who just stepped in and made a play.
Yep.
Playmakers make plays. It could be anyone. He's one of the less heralded players, but he's certainly a talented player in his own right. Freeman's had a good year. We mentioned him at the outset. It's the 3rd or 4th time we've called his name. He makes plays. But that was a real nice play, coming into the left flat and jumping in and jumping the route.
Russo will come out under center. It's an I formation on 1st and 10. Hands it off inside to Thompson. And Thompson breaks a pair of tackles and gets to the 30 with a 1st down, gain of 18 on the carry.
Nice run by Thompson right there. You know, Thompson watched Blackshear running for a little bit there, gets back in the game, scores the touchdown, now comes up with this 1st down carry. Very impressive.
From the 30-yard line, it's 1st down and 10. 3:50 and a running clock remains here in the 3rd quarter.
I like the way Coach Devlin changed up the running backs, changed up the look. Boy, he has everything stacked up on the right side. First time no receiver left in the whole game.
Handoff up the middle. No room this time for Blackshear. Half a yard, maybe. In the middle of that defense, big old number 52, Jalen Denby. 6 foot, 368 pounds.
What a line that is. And how about Jordan McCray in on the tackle, too? McCray had those back-to-back sacks in the first half.
2nd down and 9. From the Imhotep 29-yard line. Just over 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Archbishop Wood leads by 6 and looking to add to it. Russo, option right. They run a reverse to Johnson. One man to beat. And he can't beat him. Football stripped out. That's a live ball. Picked up. Going the other way. It's Mike Crawford. Crawford scores. My goodness.
It looked like there was going to be a score on one side, and all of a sudden the ball came loose, and Crawford runs it all the way down for the play of the game. Well, another play of the game. We've already had the play of the game, but that was terrific. Tremendous play by Imhotep. And here's the difference between a good play and a great play. Instead of just getting possession, he was able to pick it up while running and going all the way. Alert, knowing that there was nobody in front of him, which means he could go all the way to the house, and he does. We're tied up.
14-14 and an extra point pending. It looks like Imhotep will go for 2 again. Little confusion about what they want to do right now, and Imhotep might have to burn a timeout.
We still got someone down on the field too, Mike. I don't know if that's
Jordan.
Jordan.
All the way back this side.
Is that Jordan Johnson down there?
I can't see blocked right now. It looks like it is an Imhotep player who's down.
It's an Imhotep player, okay.
So there's a timeout on the field, but man.
Jordan Johnson didn't want to make that mistake. At one point, it looked like he was going to score, and Crawford not only stopped him, tackled him, picks up the fumble, and scores. Great play.
For Imhotep, it's 24. Saeem Shaw up to his feet and walks off with a little bit of assistance. Good to see Shaw. Looks like from a distance he'll be okay anyway. And so an extra point pending. And will we see Imhotep once again go for 2 and try and make it a 2-point lead? Knotted at 14 following the play from Mike Crawford. They will go for 2. Power I formation again for Boykin. The deep back is Mike Waters. Everybody in tight. 3 backs for Boykin to choose from. He chooses Waters. Keeps the legs churning, but I don't think he's going to get there this time. Great defense by Archbishop Wood, and a flag comes in at the end of the play as well.
That's going to be a personal foul on somebody. Someone's not cooperating, getting up. Somebody might have jumped in late, or somebody pushed somebody there at the end. Tie football game here, Mike.
What an unbelievable game. What an unbelievable turn of events. You almost feel bad for Steve Devlin because that was a great play call.
It was, but, you know, you have to execute it too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what, it's also great defense because Imhotep staying in his lane on that other side. Right linebacker spot was Crawford. He stayed at home, and, I mean, that's a tough one-on-one tackle he made.
2 players down on the field right now. 25 in white is Mike Waters.
Their all-time touchdown leader as a running back for Imhotep.
And I believe it's also number 70 for Imhotep. That's Yasir Durante.
That's their big lineman. Can't afford to lose him. He's a two-way star. High major Division I player.
Offsetting personal fouls on both sides. It's Durante that's down right now and getting the attention, and we'll take a timeout. 2:40 to play here in the third quarter. Imhotep and Wood tied at 14 on the Sports Fan Base Network. 2:40 to play here in the third quarter. Wood and Imhotep tied at 14 after an unbelievable play by Mike Crawford. It looked like Archbishop Wood was running an option right. They pitched it to the backside, and Jordan Johnson Johnson looked like he had one man to beat for a touchdown. Well, that player was Mike Crawford, who ripped the football out, scooped, and scored to tie the game at 14.
Can't make a better play than that. Your Imhotep, Mike Crawford.
Isheem Young set to put the right boot to it. Low kickoff angle toward the sideline. That's a live football. And it looks like Archbishop Wood recovered.
Wow, those Imhotep players are fast. I mean, there wasn't that much time to react as a special teams unit for Archbishop Wood right there to get on the football.
No, not at all.
But luckily they did. Look where they is, down to the 20. Field position so important.
And a really good play that time for Archbishop Wood to just dive on top of the football. And it sets up a 1st down and 10 for Anthony Russo.
Back-to-back turnovers. Russo had the interception. Actually, it was Boykin threw the interception, but then Jordan Johnson with the fumble.
1st down and 10, shotgun for Russo. Through the hands and incomplete, too tall for Gianni Krull.
We were expecting this to be the game of the year, essentially, in the suburbs, in the city, in District 12, in the state. I think we got it. I think we got the great game we've been looking for.
It has absolutely lived up to expectations. 2:35 to play here in the 3rd quarter, and it's 2nd and 10 for Archbishop Wood. Split back. Thompson makes it trips to the right as he sprints that way. Russo rolls right, looks, fires, and has his man. Across the 25-yard line and down to the 27 with the reception is Mark Webb, just his 2nd of the day. Prince Smith actually has done an outstanding job since that first long touchdown surrendered.
Yeah, they really have. I would try more go routes, though, more fly patterns, though, with Webb, because his speed is unbelievable. The physicality that Smith is playing with Webb at the line has been incredible.
3rd down and 2 for the Vikings.
I'd like to see a stop and go, a starter step, something from Webb.
Thompson and Blackshear. It's Thompson. And it looks like he has the 1st down on the plus side of the 30 and does. 1st down for Archbishop Wood. Just under 100 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. All knotted up at 14 between Archbishop Wood and Imhotep.
You know, I haven't seen these teams this year. I did see Wood earlier in the year. So many key guys do play both ways, and I think during the year it's not like that, but in tonight's game, all the best players are playing as much as they can.
Russo incomplete, through the hands and dropped by Max Schwartz.
Boy, Schwartz would love that one back. Play action, tight end coming across the middle of the field from left to right. Got to make that catch. Throw it right at the numbers.
2nd down and 10. "64 yards, the official yardage on the Mike Crawford forced fumble, recovery, and return. 2nd down and 10. Russo with 4 receivers set with a slot to either side. Russo right side, and it's incomplete, through the hands that time of Krull. And it's 2nd down and 10.
Starting to look like the Eagles offense right now with the drops. You don't see that too often from these Wood receivers. They've been very reliable all year.
3rd down, actually, for Archbishop Wood. That was the 2nd down play, and it's 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. And you wonder if Archbishop Wood is getting a little spooked. Usually their games aren't this tight this late in the season.
No, they knew they were going to be in for a battle here.
3rd and 10. Receiver goes in motion. Over the middle, it's off the hands and incomplete. This one was intended for Blackshear, and you can't blame Anthony Russo right now. He's making all the right throws, and his receivers just can't seem to hold on to him.
The difference, though, Mike, with this drive and all the other drives is that they established all those drives with running plays. They didn't try a running play on that sequence.
Right.
3 straight passing plays.
It's 4th down and 10. And set to boot this one away are the Vikings. Thompson will boot it away. We've seen him attempt a rugby-style kick last time.
It's a fake.
And he'll do it again.
You're right.
Return caught at his own 35 and into the open field. Caught from behind for Imhotep is Shaka Tony on the return, but he's in Archbishop Wood territory at the 42-yard line.
Very alert play. We saw the same thing from Blackshear before. This was a similar type of play. You catch a low trajectory punt very quickly. You have to run up to it, catch it, and you got to get by that initial special team gunner, and then you can make something happen.
From the 42-yard line of Wood, it's 1st down and 10. Pistol formation, slot set to either side. Rayner is the running back. Boykin on a delay, gives to Rayner. Bounces off a couple of tacklers across the 40 and down to the 39.
Good first down carry that time by Imhotep. Again, they spread it out. The middle's open. We'll take our 3 blockers, your 3 interior guys in the middle, and I'll throw my running back behind you and play 4 on 3.
Imhotep probably with time for one more play if they want, with 24 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. They come out in the pistol. Rayner remains the lone setback. Boykin gives to Rayner again, and he gets across the 35 and down to the 34. It sets up a 3rd down and 1 as we will begin quarter number 4 here at Charles Martin Stadium. What a fantastic game it has been. Imhotep and Wood tied at 14 through 3 quarters. You're watching the AAA District 12 Championship here on the Sports Fanbase Network, presented by Payroll Service Solutions.
Hi, I'm Marty Bystrom, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. In my experience in Major League Baseball, I know how important it is for high school athletes to gain exposure. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you are a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866.
We start the 4th quarter here at Charles Martin Stadium at Northeast High School. Imhotep is tied with Archbishop Wood, and the Panthers moving the football to start this 4th quarter. They have a 3rd down and 2. With Jeremy Treatment, I'm Mike Samsel. Great to have you along with us. It's an I formation. Mike Waters is the deep back. Boykin hands it to Waters. Bounces off one tackler and gets tackled right at the stick, but should be enough for a 1st down.
That's what you want to do. Keep the sticks moving, move those chains. Imhotep doing it with a good ground game here. And again, not sure if they can go to a field goal kicker, an extra point, but making a 2-point conversion, not making a 2-point conversion after a touchdown is a huge factor in this game. I mean,
right.
I have a feeling there's going to be some kind of odd score. Someone's winning by 1, someone's winning by 2, someone's losing by 1 over Imhotep's insistence or necessity of going for 2-point conversions.
Boykin in the shotgun. Slot to either side. He'll throw. Pressure comes. Steps up. Slings it deep. Got a man wide open. And a diving reception made inside the 5-yard line by Nasir Lewis.
There's that great passing game from Imhotep. They put up a lot of yards in the first half, 140 passing. And they're attacking through the air again here in the second half. Set up on the play action.
First down and goal for Imhotep from the 5-yard line.
Imhotep has had some big wins in the program. They did beat LaSalle in the regular season 2 years ago, which was a huge monumental win. But nothing will be bigger for that program if they can beat Wood today. And quite honestly, nothing could be bigger for Wood if they could beat Imhotep today.
Right.
Although Wood does have all those state championships to its medal.
Twin receivers out to the left. Waters the deep back on first and goal. Boykin gives to Waters. Rides his blockers and gets down inside the 3.
This is where Wood's interior really has to step up. They got to line up the box. You get beat over the top with a pass, so be it. But I think you got to stop the running game here first.
Second down and goal. They mark the football just inside the 3.
Omar Peterkin, number 58, on that last tackle for Wood.
We'll see if they go back to that power I. Not yet.
The man with the interception, Dan Freeman, he's playing in the box.
Twin tight ends to either side. Boykin hands it off on a delay. Waters looks for the corner, plows forward, touchdown!
Did you see the signal? Yes, on the side.
Imhotep leads 20-14 with the extra point pending.
Or 2-point conversion. Hey, Wooders had a chance to be stopped 3 times there. He just kept fighting. That one's all on Mike Wooders. He earned that touchdown.
Looks like we'll see the power I again from Imhotep. And if they can convert here, it will put a lot of pressure on the Vikings. Rayner is the deep back. Play whistle down. Timeout taken by Imhotep. 10:01 to play here in the 4th and final quarter. It's 20-14 with a point after attempt pending. You're watching the AAA District 12 Championship here on the Sports Fanbase Network. 10:01 to play here in the 4th quarter. Point after attempt pending with Imhotep leading 20-14. They'll come out in a power I formation. The deep back is Tyleek Rayner. Boykin under center now. Out wide to the left goes Upshur. Boykin, lob, Upshur. Flag comes in and Nasir Upshur pushed off. Extended both arms. That'll be called every time and probably declined. And Imhotep's lead will be 6.
Good coverage that time by Webb. You got the 2 superstars guarding each other. But I'll tell you what, Imhotep's got the 6-point lead.
10 minutes and 1 second to play here in the 4th quarter at Charles Martin Stadium. And now Archbishop Wood. Boy, I would be curious to see if at all they've trailed in the 4th quarter this season.
No, they have not.
So uncharted territory for the Vikings.
But make no mistake, they're not surprised at all of how good Imhotep is. They knew this was going to be a battle, and both these coaches had to rein in their teams and their fans from this big matchup from day one. Everybody's expecting this. Everybody knows District 12 title game will be these 2 teams if they get there. And the coaches did their job. They got both these teams here. They got both these teams here defeated.
Isheem Young will boot this one away. Split safeties back deep are 14-4, Blackshear and Johnson. 10 minutes to play here in quarter number 4. Imhotep in front by 6 points.
Johnson would love to avenge for the mistake he made for the fumble on the reverse.
Good booming kick. Blackshear will field inside his own 10.
Wow.
Makes one man miss. And gets down across the 25 to the 27.
It's
So
almost
decent field position for Wood to start this drive.
It's almost a good thing that Nasir Lewis, number 18, missed him, because that would have been a major collision. He was coming in about at full speed, trying to make that initial tackle inside the 10-yard line. That could have been dangerous.
So Anthony Russo will go back to work on offense. And Jeremy, I thought you made a great point last drive. The run has been setting up the pass today for Archbishop Wood. They need to get the football back on the ground.
Their drives seem to be more effective when there's a running game established with it. When they just throw, Imhotep's got the guys to defend. Here they go back to the run.
They give to Blackshear, and he's across the 35 to the 36. 2 yards shy of a first down. He rips off 8 on first down. Coming away with the football was Mike Waters, but they say the runner was down, and now Blackshear is slow to get back to his feet.
Well, not surprised to see so many guys going down in this game because there's so many big, physical, strong players, and the hitting is fierce. Everybody, they're playing for all the marbles. Everybody's at maximum effort, and the hitting has just been incredible. The competition level's incredible. The skill level's incredible. Sure hope Blackshear's okay.
Yeah, they're taking a look at him right now, working on that right leg. So while they do, we'll step aside with 9:39 to play here in the fourth quarter, and a 20-14 lead for Imhotep over Archbishop Wood. Blackshear comes off with some assistance, and Archbishop Wood will go back to work on offense. 2nd down and 2, trailing by 6, and you see in the bottom of your frame their kicker Dan Zanin warming up in case he's needed. Russo drops, looks left side and has a man. It's a first down, spinning past the 40 to the 42-yard line is Gianni Krull.
Krull's come up with 3 catches now. I mean, he's known more for a defensive player. And when I talked to Mr. Russo, the quarterback, earlier this year in October, he mentioned the 4 guys he goes to the most, and Krull wasn't even one of them. And he's becoming a factor. Now, if Blackshear's hurt, that steps everybody's roll up a little bit more.
Sean Thompson replaces him. He's in the backfield and gets the delayed draw handoff. And Thompson gains a physical 3 yards up to the 45. Every second precious. Under 8:45 to play here in the fourth and final quarter. Imhotep in front by 6. Anthony Russo gets the play from the sideline. And he'll come out on 2nd down and 7. 4 wide receivers, slot to either side as it's been most of the game. Over the middle, and it's caught for a first down into Imhotep territory by Mark Webb.
Good play there. Webb just doing a down and out move, 10, 11 yards down the field, not trying to make the big play. And I think that's just a strategy you got to go up against Imhotep, whether they're in cover 2 or whether they're man-to-man, whether in zone. It's really tough to get the long ball against Imhotep. They've got speedy guys back there defensively. Amir Brown's back there. He's a burner. I seen Young burner down there as a corner, and Smith's on him one-on-one the whole game.
Delayed handoff to Thompson, but nowhere to go this time. The defense swarms, and boy, do we have a fracas late at the end of that play. Really surprised to see no flag, and now we do get one.
Now, why now? What I don't understand is why you throw the flag 8 seconds after the fact. I mean, there's 5 guys. There's 5 referees standing right at the midfield. They all see what happens, and 8 seconds later, somebody throws up a flag. I just don't get that.
One would have to think it's on Imhotep. And you don't want to give this Archbishop Wood team, especially if they're trailing, any free yards. Keeping your wits about you, intensely important.
Is this a 15-yarder?
Yep. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Dead ball foul.
And so the football is moved to the 34-yard line, and it's first down and 10.
Well, it's a huge play. I'm not saying it wasn't the right call, but if somebody piled on late or tackled after the fact, and I think that's what happened, and there were 5 referees right there. Nobody said a word.
Right.
And then 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds go by. The fans groan, and a referee just throws up the flag. I don't like it to see it done that way. But, again, if it's the correct call, it's probably better. to do it that way than to not have done it at all.
Blackshear is back into the game at running back on 1st and 10 for Russo. And he gives to him. And Blackshear hits as he crosses the 35 and gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, Blackshear is one tough son of a gun. I didn't think he was coming back in the game. I thought it was a knee or an ankle, and I thought it looked bad. At first, I thought it was his head. I was worried about a concussion.
Right.
He's right back in there. Now, again, the fact that Imhotep did not score their last time on the two-point conversion is opening the door. Archbishop Wood pretty automatic with the extra points. You'd hate to see a game decided because of that.
Ooh, good spot. Football at the 33. And it's 2nd down and 8. Russo in the shotgun. 4 receivers. Russo takes a snap, drops back, steps up into the pocket, throws it deep, down the middle. A lot of contact, and that's going to be pass interference, and 3:15 for Archbishop Wood. But that's not a bad penalty because that was probably 6 for Gianni Krull.
Well, I'm not sure about that because there was safety help at the end. The corner didn't realize it, and the corner knocks into him. That's Waters. Waters knocked into him. Safety help was over the top, and Ashim Young. But Krull has become a real factor in this game.
Referees discuss back at the 33-yard line, but it's going to be pass interference, and Archbishop Wood is going to be knocking on the door in the Imhotep red zone.
2 15-yard penalties is really helping this drive, which could potentially be a game-winning drive, but still a lot of time in the game with 6:16 to go. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Tell you what, I thought Mike Devlin was open, number 2, on the right side of the field. Russo never looked his way on that last play.
Pass interference was the call. And so it's 1st and 10 at the 17, and Imhotep takes a timeout. Those timeouts can be valuable, and Imhotep, after that one, is down to just 1.
I think instead of saving it for your offense, Coach Crosby's trying to tell his team, hey, you got to lock him down right now at the worst field goal. At the worst field goal right now. We're not letting him score. We're certainly not letting him score and get an extra point and go down right here. You guys have to take it right now. I'm giving you a little rest, calling the timeout.
You know, Jeremy, we've had quite a bit to choose from. I'm sure that's an award that Shaka Tony is quite used to.
Oh, with a name like Shaka Tony, I'm sure it's shocking a lot of players. And Penn State's getting a good one. And I'll tell you what, if they get Webb also, another possible good one.
Back to live action, 1st down and 10 from the Imhotep 17. It's a play action. Russo being swarmed, has to throw off his back foot.
I think they might have intercepted it.
They say he did. My goodness. Interception on the far side of the field for Imhotep. What a turnover.
Was that Waters, 25?
I'm trying to catch the number. I think it might have been
24.
Ishim Young.
24.
24 had the pick. That's Shaim Shaw.
That's who they're congratulating over there. Well, I don't know. I mean, Wooders and Shaw seem to both be jumping up and down. I'm not sure who got it. But I'll tell you what, Russo made a mistake. I mean, he's your Division I player. He's your leader. He tried to go for the underlying route because he was running against his body. So instead of going for the deep ball where he wanted to Webb, tried to be bailed out by his player, but he hung it up in the air too long, and Imhotep's so quick to run it down. Hey, they called that timeout, and Crosby's message came through.
Handoff up the middle, and Waters gets across the 20 and down to the 23.
I would say...
Actually, that's Tyleek Rayner, my apologies, on the carry to the 23, and it's a gain of 5. It sets up a 2nd down and 5.
There's certainly a few thousand people here, maybe 5, 6, and I would say 70% of the people are here for Wood, and this place got awfully quiet after that interception.
Yeah, it certainly did.
Still a lot of time to go.
Now Archbishop Wood needs to lean on their defense. I formation. Boykin under center, twin receivers to the right. Another handoff. A 1st down and more for Rayner. And he's run out of bounds across the 35-yard line down to the 36. A gain of 13 on the carry sets up a 1st down for the Panthers.
Now, certainly Wood's not going to panic even if Imhotep scores. They've got an offense that can score in a hurry. They've averaged about 36 points a game. They're not obviously haven't gone up against anyone like Imhotep, but right now they have to get a defensive stop, keep it a one-possession game.
Mike Waters is credited with the interception. Here's a sweep on the handoff. And pulled down across the 40 is Rayner. Trust your Division I running back to get you a couple of first downs and run this one out. We'll see if that's the Imhotep strategy as it's 2nd down and 4.
Well, they want to take as much time off the clock. I mean, that's the strategy, whether it's passing or running, ball control. They've closed out a lot of games this year. Now, right now, there's a chance to close out a game. Mike Waters' interceptions is the play of the year right now.
Boykin hands it off. Looking for the corner. And getting back to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 or 2 after that is Rayner.
Now, I think Rayner's making – I think they're getting a little too cautious and conservative there. I think Rayner needs to run for the first down and go outside there. He cut it back because they're trying to take the time off. But if you don't get the first down, you're going to be giving the ball back to Archbishop Wood anyway. I don't think you want to just go out on 4th down here and punt the football back with 2 timeouts and 4 minutes left and risk giving up a game-winning touchdown.
Could it be a huge difference, the fact that Imhotep hasn't attempted an extra point? They've gone for 2 every time, and they're 1 of 3. The deficit is 6 right now for Archbishop Wood, who need a stop. 3rd and 2 for Imhotep. Boykin hands it off again. Up the middle, first down and more into Vikings territory. With the carry that time is the hero Waters.
There's a lot of heroes for Imhotep right now if this lead holds, but right now I got to put him at the top of the list with the big interception and getting a big first down. Archbishop Wood now, Mike, has to think about when they're going to use their timeouts.
Yeah, they certainly do. It's first down. Boykin taking all the time allotted to him and hands it off to Waters. Waters gashes for a gain of 5 down to the 41, maybe 6, and it'll set up a 2nd down and manageable for the Vikings. And you are right, you can hear a pin drop in Charles Martin Stadium right now.
Well, on our side anyway. Across from us, Imhotep probably a little noisier over there. 2:53 to go. There's a new player in town. It's the Imhotep Charter Panthers. Right now they got the lead, they got the ball, they got control of the game. But again, anything can happen. We've seen some big turnovers. Both teams are capable of making a big play on every single play. That's why these 2 teams are so good and so exciting.
And turnovers for Archbishop Wood will be the story if this holds. Waters spins forward and gets the first down across the 35 to the 34-yard line. Well, what's the old Ric Flair line, Jeremy? To be the man, you got to beat the man. Well, right now, Archbishop Wood, the man in AAA, is getting beaten by Imhotep.
Not by a lot, but by a significant amount, and Coach Devlin's got to call a timeout right here because his defense is getting beaten and deflated right now. They got to get the ball back. I think I'd probably use the timeout right there. That wasn't more of a strategy timeout. That was more of a let's talk timeout.
Right.
But, sometimes you got to take them. In basketball, you get opportunities to do that. In football, you only get 3 in the half.
Each team only has 1 timeout left. And you heard a jubilant Imhotep cheering section and fan base over on the far side of the stadium. They can't get rid of this last 2 minutes and 26 seconds fast enough.
Now the thing is, the way Imhotep was able to get the strip and the touchdown, same thing can happen here for Wood. They got to get the football.
From the 34-yard line, it's first down and 10. I formation. Tyleek Rayner is the deep back. Boykin hands it off to Rayner. And he'll plow across the 30 to the 29. 5 yards. But the time continues to run. It'll be under 2 minutes by the time the next play is run by Imhotep. You said the winner of this game, Jeremy, may well be the best team in the state. After watching this war, it would be hard to argue.
I mean, you saw LaSalle earlier today. I mean, they're certainly on a level with these two teams. I think they're just a notch below, and they have a great chance. Parkland with a huge blowout win today.
Right.
Receivers. They're a factor. Upper Dublin's got a nice team. I think these two teams are a little bit better than Upper Dublin and North Penn. That's my opinion.
Up the middle, and it's another first down for Tyleek Rayner. And that first down might have just about done it with 92 seconds to play, and the clock halted.
So last time out?
The last time out for Archbishop Wood. Now all Imhotep has to do is take a couple of knees, and this game is going to be over.
Unbelievable.
You have to go back to the play by Mike Crawford. It is the absolute biggest play of the season, especially, at least I should say, in Eastern Pennsylvania football, when he ripped the football away in the open field from Jordan Johnson and returned it 63 yards to tie the game at 14. But Imhotep at that point had stolen all of the momentum.
And Mike Waters has done the rest. He scored the game-winning touchdown, and he had maybe the game-sealing interception when it looked like Russo and company were coming down to score. I thought Crosby took an incredible timeout. Wood was marching down 20-14. They were only 21 yards away from the game-winning score. They called a timeout, regrouped, got an interception, a nice play. I mean, that's coaching. I mean, he just sensed it was time for him to come in there, talk to his team, get them ready, and say, hey, the reason you're here is because of you guys.
Right.
This defense. We haven't given up points in like 7 games.
Victory formation. Boykin takes the first knee. Imhotep can feel the district championship.
You know, it's a state championship type game, and if Imhotep doesn't go on and win the whole thing, that would be a big surprise. They've always had one team. I know Wyoming Valley East shocked them 2 years ago in the playoffs. They got shocked in the playoffs the year before. And Archbishop Wood, they gave them a nice fight at 42-34 last year. But this is a monumental win that's going to send shockwaves through the state of Pennsylvania.
Boykin will have to take one more knee. 52 seconds to play. Imhotep jumping around on the sideline. All their fans on their feet. They can feel the District 12 championship. Boykin to take one more knee. Boykin takes the knee. It is a final. Imhotep comes in against Archbishop Wood, stands with them, looks them directly in the eye, and knocks them out to win the District 12 championship.
It's a phenomenal win for Imhotep Charter. Al Crosby getting the monkey off his back, the big win that he's been looking for at Imhotep. And these Archbishop Wood kids, they're going to be shocked, shell-shocked. They don't make it into the state playoffs for the first time in years and years and years. Can't get the District 12 championship this time. Super game. Imhotep wins 20-14. They make one more big play over Archbishop Wood. Mike Waters interception. Who knows what would happen? He doesn't come up with that play.
JT and I will come back to wrap it up right after this. You're watching the Sports Fan Base Network presented by Payroll Service Solutions. 20-14. Imhotep knocks off Archbishop Wood and wins District 12. What an unbelievable game we saw here at Charles Martin Stadium with Jeremy Treatman. I'm Mike Samsel. Back slow to his feet was Jameer Johnson for Imhotep. He was jumping up and down in exuberance, and when he landed one time, the knee just gave out.
Looks like he's walking now, though. That was a scary thing. You'd hate to see something like that. Post-game celebration. He wasn't even trying anything fancy. He was just up and down, get hurt. But, Mike, this is a historic win for Imhotep Charter. It's a huge win for the Philadelphia Public League. It's a huge statement in the state of Pennsylvania that this is a program that's going to be watched like St. Joe Prep, LaSalle, and Archbishop Wood. And Archbishop Wood, nothing to hang their heads on. They lost to a team that was just a little bit better. They gave a great effort. They did not give this away. Imhotep beat them.
Time for the Lloyd Sixsmith Sporting Goods Player of the Game. And who else can it be, JT, but Mike Waters?
I agree. I got to go with Mike Waters because he makes the two big plays, the game-sealing interception, the game-winning touchdown. And remember, he's starting for the last 2 years as your backup running back. He's setting all the records here at this school. Injuries to last year's running back, injuries to this year's running back, although Rayner played tonight. Mike Waters just made two huge plays.
The game-winning touchdown from Mike Waters and the game-sealing interception from Mike Waters makes him our Lloyd Sixsmith Sporting Good Player of the Game. The leading supplier of the Philadelphia Public League is Lloyd Sixsmith Sporting Goods. Visit them today at 7554 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair for all of your sporting good needs. That'll wrap up our coverage here from Charles Martin Stadium. It has been an eventful, it has been a fun, it has been a great doubleheader. And we've seen what some might consider an upset, but certainly a heavyweight brawl in which the Philadelphia Public League, represented by Imhotep, wins the District 12 AAA championship. A thanks to all of our great crew all day here for the Sports Fanbase Network. Crew Chief Mark Indelicato, producer Josh Bellman, the executive producer of the Sports Fanbase Network is Ari Bluestein. For my broadcast partner Jeremy Treatman, I'm Mike Samsel. Again, our final, Imhotep, the champions of District 12 in the AAA ranks, defeating Archbishop Wood 20-14. Until next time, we thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you for watching this edition of SFBN Classics. We hope you enjoyed that game. Please like our Facebook page and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube page. And for more information about us, go to www.thesfbn.com. I'm Ari Bluestein. Have a good night.